Alrighty. I just unlocked this new ship for the new season event that they got going on. It's pretty cool looking. Kind of like a bird of prey, but like more hefty, like a big bird of prey. Got the nice bird of prey engines on there. It's got like a double hull thing right here on the wings there. There's also another configuration where you can make it go outwards, so it's like a long ways. But this is the one that I like, actually. So let's take a look at the features. First of all, it has hangars, and they're not just regular hangars, they're big hangars. So this is a big bird of prey, and it launches little bird of prey. If I can, there we go, see? Little bird of prey. And it's doing its wing thing, whether or not it's in combat or other mode. So, right, let's take a look. Okay, this is the Cavort Temporal Flight Deck Raptor. Pretty cool. I like it. So for the 4 weapons, I've got the Klingon Executioner dual disruptor heavy cannons. I kind of went with like a disruptor theme on this one. I did the Terran Task Force dual heavy cannons, the rapid linked disruptor quad cannons. I used the heavy crescent wave cannon, which also does disruptor damage. This comes from the Low-Buy store, I think. And then the Klingon Executioner photon torpedo launcher. I'm going to switch those to the next to each other. Okay, then for my rear, I have the Pavin Proton Energy Torpedo Launcher and the Pavin Proton Omnidirectional beam array. This ship does have an experimental weapon. The experimental weapon that comes with the ship is the Rapid Fire Disruptor Heavy Emitter. I have not tried this yet, so I guess we'll get to see it. Looks like it does a whole lot of disruptor damage in the 90-degree arc in the front. So we'll see how that goes. For my shield, warp, and deflector, I'm using the set from the Discovery Legends. And then for my impulse, I'm using a prevailing innervated impulse engine. So this one allows me to go super fast when I activate fire at will type stuff, even though I don't have any of those equipped right now. So for my devices, I have the Temporal Negotiator, the red matter capacitor, and the subspace field modulator. The red matter capacitor repairs disabled subsystems and increases power levels. Speaking of power levels, the Temporal Negotiator recharges bridge officers' abilities, and the subspace field modulator increases damage resistant. For engineering, I have 4 isomagnetic plasma distribution manifolds, which increase weapon power and stacking weapon power, so that all of these weapons are extra powerful. For my science consoles, I went with my 2 favorite consoles. This is the console from the Voven. It's the subspace fracture tunneling field. It allows you to jump over to your enemy, and also lowers the recharge time of your universal consoles, which is nice. This one is the Temporal Disorder console. Basically, it's like a time crystal, and it creates 4 copies of your ship from alternate timelines, and then they fight for you. It's pretty cool. For the tactical consoles, I grabbed a couple of things that were close to stuff for the ship, and I also completed a couple of like 2-part sets. Not completed, but I put 2-part sets on there. So the binaural infusion circuits goes with the crescent wave cannon, and then the Pavin crystal battery goes with the Pavin crystal set. And then this one is the ferrofluid hydraulic assembly. It gives you extra weapon hit points and extra weapon power, auxiliary power, and lowers the shared torpedo recharge time. Okay, and then this is the console that comes with this ship. This is the Hunting Pack Escorts. This summons in birds of prey to fight with you. So, with hangars, you have 2 birds of prey. and with the Temporal Disorder set, you have 4 more, and then with this one I have 2 more. So we'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 birds of prey plus the main one. So it's like a whole armada here. Let's see how it goes. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how we do it. Wow. They don't even stand a chance. Very nice. That was super quick. I didn't even use my reinforcements. Now, let me kill this last guy and then I'll respawn everybody. Alright. Now we'll retry it. This time I'm going to call in my reinforcements. Oh yeah. Wow. That's fantastic. Let's go one more time. But this time I'll call in those reinforcements too. Nice. Nice. Wow, this ship is awesome. I love these guys that show up to help. How long do they help for? 90 seconds. So that's a full minute and a half. And then how much does the vote or the Temporal Disorder go for? 60 seconds. So we get a minute out of those, minute and a half out of those, and then of course you always have your hangar pets unless they get killed. It's just a whole army of birds of prey here. Love it. Super cool. That's really good. Well, hold on. Let's let that thing time out. There we go. But yeah, no. Even being a huge ship and being a hangar, having a hangar, it is super maneuverable. Very nice. And it does have a cloak on it too. I didn't use that because it's not a battle cloak. But cloak is always good. You can surprise the enemy. Now, it's not a battle cloak like I said, but if you added the quad cannon, the quad phaser cannon, the separate cloaking device, and the quantum module, you could get yourself battle cloak on there. That way you could have battle cloak on this giant beast of a ship. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll set that up some other time. But I wanted this one to have the disruptor stuff all in there. It worked out pretty good. So, yeah, this ship is fantastic. If you have an opportunity to get it in the event, do it. If not, probably, I mean, I don't know. This stuff in the mud store is so expensive, but it's a really cool ship. See if you can get it for free. And if not, get as much as you can and buy the rest. I think it's a cool ship. Anyway, that's all for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Enjoy.